Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BVB Borussia Dortmund's match before tomorrow's match against Man City. Firstly, I'm very sorry for we're late. We had a little bit of trouble with the Manchester traffic, but now we're here. We've got our head trainer Niko Kovac with us and our midfielder Pascal Gross. Hello, everybody. Nice to see that we've got our German colleagues here as well as some English journalists. So we've got German and English questions. I'll give the question over to you. Open the floor for the first question. We'll start for Eichmann from Sky Sports News. Hello, welcome to England, Manchester. For a quick question, we see Emre Can didn't make it, and Schlotterbeck, is he fit after his injury? Well, good evening, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Kuhn is not there. Euler also has got us a little muscular injury. I'm not exactly sure how severe it is. We had a bit of swelling after the match, so we left him at home. Otherwise, we're ready to play. Any follow-up question? No. Here comes the mic. Second question to Pascal. Do you think City's become a more dominant match now than in the previous encounters you've had with them? You look at the figures that City are coming up with these days in the domestic competition. Do you think City are beatable? I would definitely say that City are beatable. I think a few years ago, we had a lot of great players here who played here for a long time, but they've moved on now away from the club, but they're still world-class players here. We think they're in the new phase as well, though, with some new players coming through, but hopefully the result will be in our favour. Manfred from Sport 1. Niko, first question to you about Emre Can. How does it look to you, him? Can be his last week before his Pascal Gross? The City seem to be very dependent on Erling Haaland up front. Is that featured in your plans for tomorrow's match with your defensive setup and the midfield setup? Well, I just said Emre, he's got 5.5 months to go. There's been progress, but not sufficient that he's training with the A team just yet. It's very difficult for him to motivate him. It can be quite difficult when you're outside the training regime. So we have to look out for him and help him with his mental strength. You know, it's difficult when you're injured not to be playing. When we can, of course, we will be bringing him back in. But at the moment, he's still in the hands of the doctors and the medical team. So will be lots of players have been helping us. It makes things easier for us, but it allows us to have options in defence and in the midfield as well. But I think the players we've got have had sufficient playing time and they merit their starting position in the team. Erling Haaland, of course, he's a world-class player at the moment. He's got incredible stats. He's had 20 goals. So we have to work as a team to stop him. If we can bring our normal qualities in every position, okay, we have to play our own match plan, our own style, and work together and hopefully achieve some great things tomorrow. Jürgen Kross, front row here. Hello, good evening, everyone. Niko. You've spoken in the last couple of days about the football development, about the defensive forms of the team, the creative form of the team. what's the path forward? Do you think it's coming into fruition tomorrow? I think when you play in the Champions League, you might play a bit differently. It has a different character to what you play in the Bundesliga, so we have to look at it might be considered a bit more difficult. Last season we 1-0 against Augsburg at home. That wasn't too good last outing. So it's our objective obviously is just to play better football each match and play an effective attacking game. Make some good chances. That's our mentality, of course. But in the Champions League, Champions League matches, the team shouldn't be defending quite so deeply. Tomorrow, we'll see how the match pans out tomorrow, but hopefully we'll have a little bit more time on the ball. I think in the Bundesliga this season, it's been people are coming at you from all sides constantly. Hopefully, with the international break coming up as well, we'll be in a good shape afterwards for the later Champions League matches. Niko, question for you. You've been working on your defensive structures and pressing. Do you think you're going to be playing more defensively tomorrow, playing deeper with the threat coming from Haaland? Yeah, of course, it's always difficult to stick to your traditional match style, because we know the strengths that City have up front. Of course, with Haaland, we have to keep a close eye on him. But however, we also have to try to maintain a high defensive line ourselves. Keep their attacking line as far as possible from our goal. Of course, it's going to be difficult tomorrow. We know that this team, Man City, have got great qualities. They've got a very highly developed team, and we're going to try and find a way through tomorrow. We're going to stay more or less true to our normal style. We'll see what happens. The risk may be that we might concede a goal, and you defend the best you can. But hopefully we can get a breakthrough and score goals ourselves. Radio group, also for Niko. City, of course, very strong physically. Unnamed player. How do you see the statistical likelihood of a player coming back into your starting 11? Well, yeah. In the last 2 years, he's played very little. He's had a lot of injuries over the course of the last 2 years. And reality, in the cup match recently, we gave him a little run out. He played well. He did well with that situation, but we had to react during the half-time break and sub him. And we also, against Augsburg, he played a good game. He was doing some good defensive play as well. It's not just the amount of running he does. When he's running 12k during the course of a match, you can't just say everything's okay. You have to look at his tackling and his positioning as well. So hopefully we can't really expect him back before say he'll be fit for the Frankfurt game or the next one. We'll have to see. Probably I can tell you for sure he won't be playing tomorrow. We'll have to bring another player in of his calibre.